It's good to have dirt on your food. When you're cutting your vegetables, finding a bug that's alive is actually a really good thing. Oh, I call myself a fishitarian. Mostly vegetarian, but some very picky with my fish here and there.
Is it a pescatarian? I've heard that term today. I heard pescatarian.
I think there is a name, but I just say fishitarian.
I don't know that I can go without eating meat. It feels good in my body, and it makes me feel good.
Your girlfriend is a vegan, right?
Vegetarian.
Vegetarian.
Actually, pescatarian. Sometimes she'll eat chicken or fish. Sometimes.
A pescatarian.
I think that's what they're called. Yeah.
What about eggs?
No eggs. She hates eggs. But not for vegan or vegetarian reasons, but because she doesn't like eggs.
I don't eat meat. I mean, I'm not total vegetarian. I'm certainly not a vegan, but I don't eat meat in general. He eats meat. And
I love meat.
Nyla likes meat. Callie eats a little bit more like me. She eats a lot of fresh fruit, raw food, smoothies.
When I was in college, I lived with a woman for a while that ate only raw food. And, we would share meals and share stuff in the household. And I felt way better. But I also thought she spent way too much time thinking about her food, planning her meals, prepping her food, making sure she got enough of the vitamins and minerals and protein that she needed. Basically, she was thinking about her food and her diet many, many hours every day. She's a vegan bodybuilder and somebody I love and adore, and you would never know by looking at her that she has a lifetime history of an eating disorder. And so when she was a teenager, she was anorexic and bulimic and looked like crap and caused all sorts of grief for her family. And she got counseling, and now she looks healthy and she feels healthy, and she's very meticulous about her food and her exercise, and it's actually kind of become a career for her.
We have chickens. We have a garden. We get eggs from our chickens. We have a garden. We grow our own food as much as possible. We have fruit trees.
She picks fennel out of the garden and eats it all day long.
She likes fennel.
Both girls are 100% gluten-free and dairy-free.
Are you gluten-free and dairy-free?
Neither.
No.
I eat meat.
He's none of the nothing.
Cows,
He's that we are.
chickens, deer, whatever.
I mean, and I don't want to set the standard so high that it creates this tension in our house around food and have them not be able to just enjoy, food sometimes. Like just go out and eat and not worry about if it's, healthy enough or it's.
When we go to Pizzicato for pizza, we bring our own dairy-free cheese, and they take the cheese and shred it and make the pizza with that cheese.
And we met in Los Angeles. I'm not from there, neither is he, but when he first moved here, he was really big in eating as cheaply as possible, going to Food for Less, and getting the least expensive food as you can. And since that point, we really started gardening a lot, growing our own food, and we have the CSA share, which we really like a lot. He kind of freaked about it at first, oh, it's really expensive, but the food's amazing. And we're supporting local business, which I think is really big, especially here in Portland.
I don't know, since we started this community garden at my house, and we started planting probably around the end of March. And now the vegetables are, a lot of the salad greens and the kales and the collards are becoming fully developed. So instead of going to my fridge for packing lunch, I'll just cruise out to the garden and grab a handful of kale, a big bowl full of salad greens. Since I've been eating greens now, it's a very regular part of my diet for the last year straight, and it's been kind of a life transformational experience. Eating food that's actually alive as opposed to food that's been cooked and is dead. And whenever I go into the garden, I always give thanks for all my vegetables. I mean, I always personally send love back into the soil and back into the earth. And I like to sing my garden songs while I harvest and while I'm just gardening.
What kind of songs do you sing to your garden?
I just make them up. You kind of connect with the spirits of the garden, and you muscle test to hear what their preferences are. Do you want to be watered every night? Do you want to be watered in the morning? Do you want this fertilizer? Do you want to, and also location. We ask them where they want to be planted, where they want to be, and who they want to live next to. So
I don't think I could entirely eat local here, because I don't think, if you're eating entirely with the seasons and what grows here, I don't know how much food I would actually get to eat. You know? So that would be tough.